You're tuned in to Good Vibes with Miss Eclectic right here on News and Talk WAOK. It is officially Black History Month. It's about to be the blackest Black History Month ever. And I'm excited to kick off our Black Business Spotlight with Dr. Lakeisha Hallman, affectionately known as Dr. Key. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. And yes, to celebrating Black History Month 365.
Hello, as my
I
shirt
saw
says,
it.
it's more than a month.
It's more than a month.
Listen, it is official. So you have to tell us about, first of all, I want to start off with the Village Market, the Village Retail, right here at Ponce Market.
Yes. I launched the Village Retail that's located at Ponce City Market on the second floor in 2020. It was a response to me having to pivot my Village Market, which comprised of in-person events with entrepreneurs coming from all over the country and having incredible buy-in from the community where we circulated millions. But the pandemic made me pivot. I couldn't have those in-person experiences. So I decided to say, like, what does it look like to have a retail store open 7 days a week that celebrates Black culture, Black brands every day, high quality. And so we are now celebrating 4 years.
Congratulations.
And thousands of customers. It's been a great experience.
And what is the process? Like, somebody's listening, they say, I have this Black-owned business. It's a valuable product. How do they get it into your stores?
Application.
Okay.
Application. And because we receive so many applications, we have to look at them on a season basis. And we look at products that fit based on seasonality. What fits best with the customer? I have an incredible team that's reviewing applications, thinking about how would that product fit in the store. And if your product fits that season or that quarter or that year, then we reach out to you to have an interview with us. Now, if you are not selected, we have marketplaces once a month at Ponce City Market where we do a pop-up outside of Ponce City Market on a trestle and on a shed there, because what we want to do, our store can only hold so many entrepreneurs, but we want to continue to give people opportunities to be in front of customers.
I absolutely love that. With the rolling back of DEI, listen, it's all over. We all know about it. We're boycotting Target right now. How do you feel about the whole argument? I got to throw this in there with shopping Black in a major retailer like Target, or just boycotting Target or Walmart, or whether it be any of these big companies as a whole.
What I feel, and thank you for asking me that, I think it's a very sensitive conversation.
It is.
And I stand in whatever we do, we need to be strategic.
That's good.
We need to have a strategy, whatever our forward movement is, have a strategy on what we want, the outcomes we expect, and the sustainability plan. I think that has made all, if we choose to boycott, that has made all boycotts effective.
Yes, it has.
And so I don't think that we should react without a plan, and a plan for sustainability. That means if we were to pull back and say, Target, when you are not getting our dollars, how do we continue to sustain our enterprises? And one way is the Village Retail, the Village Market, the sister shop in Atlanta.
I love the sister shop hat on, yes.
Yes, new Black Wall Street over in Stonecrest area. Black and Forth over in D.C. I'm naming enterprises that were created and founded by Black people for Black people. So if we're going to redirect our dollars to our community.
I like it. Redirect our dollars. And it takes a sacrifice as well. I'm going to be honest with you. I went somewhere. I was telling someone the other day, I said, listen, I bought some toner from somewhere that would have been much cheaper at Walmart or Target. And I almost clutched my pearls. I said, how much is this? But you have to make the sacrifice. And it's, like you said, being strategic. If I spend an extra $10 over here, then let me sacrifice when it comes to food. Or let me budget. So it's a whole system. But being strategic is absolutely correct.
I think that's our power source in whatever we do. Even how we celebrate Black History Month, even in our existence, we should have a level of intentionality, a level of strategy. So we're just not reacting and existing, that we're being very, very powerful and intentional in what we do.
I love it. Let's talk about this new book.
Yes.
No One is Self-Made. Let's talk about it's the whole village concept that you have.
Yes, this book, No One is Self-Made. And when you all get your copies, there's a symbol in the middle that symbolizes people holding hands. And the circle starts small and it gets wider and wider and wider. When I close my eyes, that's how I see our community. That we're locked in hand, and we're always making space for the next person, When we do that, we are impenetrable. for me, when I wrote this book, I wanted to write this book from a place that people understood that community will always be what saves us. Not just being in community, but it's being intentional with how we coexist with each other. I should be in space to see and want to see you doing your absolute best.
Yes.
You should be in space and wanting me to be my absolute best. When we then decide to join forces, nobody can stop us. No one can separate us.
That's good, but that takes a confidence level, though, because I can take what you say and I can be offended by it. I'm like, why she trying to be better than me? Why she write a book? And so what does it come to? Like, I love that you name the sister shop. You name Black and Forth. You name these other Black entities and not just you're selling yourself. Like, how do you have that? What kind of confidence did that take?
It's because I know there's enough for all of us.
Yes.
There is enough for all of us. Scarcity is what's holding us back.
Yes.
I can name every one of these entities because the sun that shines on all of us at the same time.
Ooh.
And that is how I live my life. Scarcity tells us to not collaborate. Scarcity says, if I mention sister shop, then what about the village retail? But abundance says, mention the village retail, mention the sister shop, mention New Black Wall Street, because the community needs to see all of us operating at our best.
Absolutely. I think when we see us as a collective unit, then it inspires others. I feel like sometimes, how do you feel? And I'll say this, sometimes they feel like that the other, I guess, nationalities kind of jump on the back of Black America. So we'll not say Black-owned business, but we'll say minority-owned business. What is your thought process when it comes to that?
I'm proud to be a Black woman who owns a business.
I like it.
I'm proud to be the daughter of Black parents.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be the granddaughter of Black grandparents. I'm proud of my ancestors. So I think for me, I don't go into the world and shrink. And I don't want us to shrink. I want us to be able to walk proudly and boldly and all the things that make us unique. If we start to take away to fit and contort ourselves, then we lose a part of our heritage and a part of our culture. That culture, that heritage is what makes us who we are.
Absolutely. And I know you're a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha.
I am.
I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. I was like, what's the setup? I was waiting on it. It was coming.
But we have a foundation of facing adversity and having that fortitude to overcome. And we all have some of the same bases. Can you talk? Some people were like, well, sororities, they're not doing anything. All they're doing is stepping. All they're doing is meeting. And I tried to explain, but I like to get another perspective at times.
Yes. What I love about the Panhandle and Black Greek letter organizations, it doesn't matter what you represent service.
Yes.
You represent living and fighting for something that will outlive you. That's legacy. And that is the through line for every male fraternity and every sorority. That is where we all are locked in hand in hand. I believe in villages. I look at sororities and fraternities, just another village.
That's true.
And when we decide to be a part of the Divine Nine, we're a broader village. And so I have love for everyone who decided to do that journey that I took. We'll laugh and we'll poke fun of each other all the time, but it's all love because we are operating in a higher purpose, and that is servitude to our community, servitude to our legacy.
That's it. Tell the people in the back. Because sometimes you just got to refresh them and just let them know that it's more as a collective unit. I appreciate you. You've been amazing, Dr. Key. Tell everybody how they can get your book, No One is Self-Made.
This incredible book is available today. Everywhere books are sold. And what I was sharing in closing, this book is for entrepreneurs. This book is for change agents. This book is for people that are deeply in searching of their purpose, and they know that there's a life assignment that they need to answer and don't necessarily know how to. And this book is for every single person that know that we're a functioning larger body operating in individual entities.
Ooh, I love that. For somebody that is tuning in, they are just starting their business. They're trying to get it off the ground. They're watching you. For that young Black girl who's watching, give us some words of wisdom.
I think Doechii said it the other night for the Grammys, and I'm a new Doechii fan in the last year. She makes me feel so cool. For every entrepreneur, every young Black girl, or even man, this is the year to do it. there are years that typify why we exist. 2025 is a year that we have to rise up and not shrink. Do not be afraid, that we must build. This is a year for action. This is a year for dreams to finally be actualized, because we need the gifts that you possess. So for every entrepreneur and big dreamer who is considering doing anything, if your heart is in the right place, you have a love and care for our community, we need you to build.
Yes, and that is how we go. And you need to build. It is Good Vibes with Miss Eclectic right here on News and Talk WAOK. Dr. Key, how we follow you too on all social media platforms?
Yes, Dr. Key Hallman on all platforms. Buy the book from NoOneIsSelfMade.com.
Yes, no one is self-made. I need this book in my life because, listen, you have inspired me on today. And that is how you kick off Black History Month. Y'all keep it locked right here. It's Good Vibes on News and Talk WAOK.
Good Vibe with Miss Eclectic.